Hello everyone, I'm a Metaslave, and welcome to Chapter 8 of my FE6 RR LTC. In a Girls LTC context, this is by far the longest chapter in the game, because the player is forced to go through long, winding, miserable corridors with not a whole lot going on in a lot of it. And as a result, the chapter is going to be extremely uneventful until the last couple turns. But what is important is that a few new units join. First is Astor's replacement, Tate, the Pegasus Knight. She comes at level 10, which means that anytime I have a spare Elysian Whip, I can instantly promote her, which is nice. It means I don't have to feed her a single kill, which I don't. Additionally, because she's a Thief's replacement, she comes with keys, which come in handy later on. There's also, trapped in the jail cell, is Lilina's replacement, Klein. He's a base level 1 archer, so that should speak for itself. I think it's probably the worst unit in reverse recruitment. The main way to really speed up this horribly long chapter is to have the dancers bard train for the Wyvern Riders, and the two Wyvern Riders will be carrying Karel after they can clear out some of these initial enemies. Essentially, it'll be Melady and Zeiss break away with Karel in tow, while everyone else slowly catches us up, but still opens the chests in time before I beat the map. And which is good, because some of these chests are pretty important, such as the Hero Crest, and even more importantly, the first Elysian Whip, which is in the bottom left room. And luckily, because I'm playing full recruitment, which means I must talk to Saul once more, for the second of 3 times, I have time to wait and get the whip. This chapter actually I end up saving 2 turns compared to vanilla, all thanks to the dancers, who, well, giving 2 extra actions per turn really is a boon. A big part of what I do as well is mounted units rescuing each other in order to maybe get them an extra tile forward, or to get 2 moved forward with 1 action like you just saw. I'll do my best to speed these up, by the way. This positioning worked out perfectly, because Melady can exactly reach this Armor Knight, and now that she has 20 strength, she can actually... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Wrong one. She weakens this Armor Knight so that he... such that he doesn't even suicide on her, and I can eventually actually feed that guy to Karel. Unfortunately, he has a stealable chest key that I might want to try to steal, but I can't get Kath to him in a timely fashion, as you can see, since she's barely moved from her starting position, so I'll have to make do with this. And here he uses up his Vulnerian, so he's lives. Being able to one round these soldiers is also just, generally important to get them out of the way when I'm trying to move forward as I continue. Here, Tate gives, or Thea, sorry, new translation, gives Karel to Zeiss, and, because of the generally lenient pace of the chapter, I do have some time to feed Karel kills as well. And, but because he can't cleanly one-round this, I have to fish for a crit. It's also key, even if, if it seems like pointless looping around, it's also key that the dancers make themselves ahead of the person they're dancing for on their second dance, so that they're close enough to the action the next turn. With the rest of my mounted squad, I employ what I guess I would call the horse scooch, where, or some, I don't know if it's the same as what I've heard before called the paladin scooch, but it sounds like it would be something like this, in which when you have a trio of 3 mounted units, the one that's furthest behind gets rescue dropped by the one that's second furthest behind, and then the one that's furthest ahead at the beginning can drop the one that started the furthest behind forward, one tile forward from where they end their turn. That sounded complicated, but you saw it in action just now, and I have to do that a lot more. I don't think it was necessary, but it just felt good to maximize the movement of my units who really don't get to do much else besides twiddle their thumbs. Karel also had to crit this Armor Knight to kill it, since I didn't really want to use Armor Slayer uses on it, but that's okay. I've rigged many Rapier crits by now. And now, I don't know why I'm, messed up there, but I was being indecisive there. And then now, for some reason I interrupt the Bard train and have, Melady kill something first. I think it was because I didn't want to accidentally dance for her. Or no, I don't know. No, that's not how that works. No, I don't know why. You know what? Forget what I said. But she kills this guy. Gets a level up. And I finished Bard training. Zeiss drops Karel such that the soldier will go for Karel, while the other enemies will try to attack either of the 2 Wyvern Riders. Previously, that mage doubled Juno, hilariously enough, but she survived, luckily, so it doesn't matter too much. And now everyone else is just cleaning up here. There's also, these stragglers that the back squad is killing can also help for some, extra kills for Diane or Percival. They don't need to promote, they can wait for their promotions until the end of the Isles, even. So, I'm not really in urgent need, but it's okay. Just, anytime I can feed them kills, I should. I'm burning these RNs, because there was I found initially it was because I needed to just hit all the attacks, but coincidentally, this also resulted in Karel killing the soldier that attacks him because he crits with an iron sword. So I didn't need this, I don't think, but it happened. So Zeiss also gets this crit, which if anything is detrimental because it puts me at odd javelin uses. Hilariously enough, that armor rolls such that he gets 2-shot by 26 attack, so that's nice. Now, so first dance on Melady to get her far ahead, or further ahead, but yeah, it's, as you can see, these turns are really just a constant cycle of just maximizing how far the Wyverns move on a given turn. And here, just taking care of that. This baits in the enemy mages to attack the dancers, but it's not really dangerous here. I jumped Karel because I don't want Zeiss to be carrying someone while going through this corridor, but I also wanted to kill a mage that attacks him. Unfortunately, the mage has Air Calver, and because Zeiss is at about half health, he will die if he gets hit, so he does have to dodge. Which is why I burn our ends with Merlinus of all people. But luckily, the mages are... I mean, sorry, the dancers perfectly fine. Oh, never mind. I'm back at even number uses. We're good. And here are Barth, Wendy, and OJ's replacements. Geese, Shin, and Gonzalez, respectively. Yeah, they're all trash fires to varying degrees. Shin, like, I mean, I theoretically could find a place to use Shin if, like, I wanted the horse and didn't care about the combat whatsoever. But, yeah, doesn't do anything, sadly, and really bad stats. He loses his hard mode bonuses. He's just dumpster fire. Geese is already pretty questionable in vanilla. And he basically has, I think, slightly lower stats because he down levels by becoming Barth. So Geese is awful. No reason for me to use him. And I don't as a result. Gonzalez, kind of the same deal. He replaces OJ, loses his hard mode bonuses, D-levels, just trash fire. No, no reason to use any of them. That night that I dropped Karel near with Zeiss also has a chest key, but unfortunately I can't steal it in time, so gonna have to go without. But Karel actually manages to kill him with the rapier now that he's gotten some more levels. Everyone else is approaching these chests, so they're just kind of working on a way to get there. But first I want to kill that mage, and the easiest way to do that is with dying. Now, at this point, I really want to just get focused on getting Karel and one of the wyverns as close to the chest as possible, which is why I just traded him a chest key. And while Melady is gonna hang back here so that she can bring Karel back to the throne, or back and forth from the throne in order to talk to Saul. Luckily, luckily Thea's not as frail as Juno, so she doesn't get obliterated by everything. I think dying just like, yeah, he levels up here, and he's still only level 6, and I would like him to get, and I managed to get him 8 more levels before finally promoting him later, but that happens more in the upcoming chapters. Karel is really low here, so, hilariously enough, though, Yoder can actually reach him with Physic from here, which just goes to show how crazy staff range is in FE6. But first I do some, fancy chest opening. First is a Light Brand, which, it's a 1-2 range sword, but deals exactly 10 damage always from 2 range, so I actually use it a little bit in the aisles, but it's not particularly great. Next is a Killer Bow, which is, well, great to have. Killer weapons are very good in this game. Third, I believe, is the Elfire chest. Yes. Elfire is, well, slightly stronger than Thunder, so it's pretty nice. And now, yeah, very edge of Yoder's range. I do need this heal here because I try to take I try to take a kill on this. Well, first he kills the knight, but so that Zeiss can get to the room sooner. But first but Karel puts himself in the boss's range while he kills this mage. This boss is actually the first promoted enemy you face in this game. He's actually a total pain because he's kind of fast. Even like a base level, like a 15, like you need. How do I say this properly? For example, in Donon's 0% growths playthrough, he needed Rutger to roll up on speed in order to double him with an armor slayer after promotion. Because the boss has, I believe, 10 AS, which, yeah. And so, okay, now I get the first chest, which is a guiding ring. Ordinarily, that might be that's useful in vanilla for promoting Saul, but in this playthrough, since Yoder comes promoted, it's completely useless to me. I don't really see a need to use any other guiding ring users, since Cecilia can't promote and everyone else is footlocked. So I sell it, and it's just some money. I just pad some chip EXP with Karel, since Karel's not doing anything else. And because after doing this, he can be just in range of Melady, rescuing him here. And now I have the Melady move closer to where Saul spawns with Karel in tow. And I got a second chest with Zeiss. Next is a secret book, which just money. I don't really have any need to use it. And then the fourth chest that isn't the Elysian Whip in that room is a silver axe, which is useless and only so much money, so I don't get it. Tate gets the Night Crest, or Thea gets the Night Crest, which Percival will use later, but he's got time to promote. I actually have literally nothing to do this turn except, or wait, no, hold up. I just spaz around like that. I don't really know why. But yes, I get the whip. And then I have absolutely no, I don't even like have anything else to do. Yeah. Now Saul's here. Also, for the record, normally in vanilla, if you I believe talk to Roy with Lilina, if you open her cell, she gives you a Thunder Tome, and that's the same for Klein and Reverse Recruitment. They did not change. That event was not changed. But I didn't bother because I don't really have much need for a Thunder Tome, and I don't really know why I didn't skip this. But so the first dance goes to Melady, so she can drop Karel. Okay, there we go. And now he's well within range. And now I need to, this boss goes kind of a pain in the ass because of the aforementioned speed on the boss. Giving him kind of annoying avoid for his bulk. And so I need to manipulate a crit and a hit when I only have 55 hit. Or 50-ish hit. So Zeiss gets his level up. And he will soon promote for next chapter, at the beginning of next chapter. But just get this dance on Karel, and that is chapter 8, completed in 11 turns. See you next time.